Welcome to South Beach. My name is Dennis Wedlick, and I would love to show you my apartment in that building right there on the 16th floor. So come on up.
Dennis is an architect and a writer, and his mission is to let people know they can do more with less space. He starts with his own Miami apartment.
Dennis lives and works out of his 980 square foot studio with an ocean view and a hidden bedroom.
To see the building from the outside, it looks like a conventional concrete building. So it was a great surprise. When you opened the door, you were having a very high ceiling, very open floor plan, and windows that let light very deep into the space. And it just had that wow factor that I think I just said, wow.
The large kitchen is more than just a place to cook.
This is the eat-in kitchen part, which you see is quite large. It's a full, maybe 1/3 of the whole apartment. I use it not only for cooking things, but I use it as a storage section of the apartment. I keep my tools in here, for example, right next to the pots. And then I use the counter a lot for not just for cooking, but spreading out my drawings and things. And if I'm in a hurry to go, I'll just store things away in one of these extra cabinets.
Dennis goes for large, but sparse in the living room.
When you're inside all day, you like to change your position a lot. So you can really hang out all day on the sofa. You could, sit to one corner of it and take a view of the ocean, or you could spread a big Sunday newspaper out. You can use the sofa as like a backrest and sit on the floor, or you can sleep in it, or two people can sleep in it. So just with one piece and a coffee table, suddenly it has a lot of different options.
Larger size furniture can work really nicely in a small space. You just have to have a minimal approach, large ceilings, and lots of light.
It had one plant in here, and I immediately thought, well, this would be great if you added more plants and if you could add a little bit more of that feeling of the outdoors indoors.
Whenever you have plants in the space, it really brings a nice organic quality to the apartment, makes it feel warm, and it brings that life into the space.
Dennis didn't want a bed in the middle of his living room.
At this end of the apartment, I have one of my favorite pieces of furniture here. It's my bookcase. And just by simply turning this little lever here, pulling it down, it transforms. And then I keep in this little storage unit extra blankets and the pillows. So what's great is it's not a traditional Murphy bed. Nobody has a clue that it's a bed. And you never get the impression of sleeping area in this loft when you're not sleeping. It just feels completely like a living space.
This is the best Murphy bed I have ever seen in my life, because usually you see a Murphy bed and it just looks like two really big cabinets. They have found a way to incorporate shelving and add storage.
The bathroom is also a private place for dressing.
What makes this really work as a dressing room is that it's large enough to fit a dresser in it so that I can keep my socks and underwear and whatnot in here. This is a shelf unit. It's cantilevered out here, and I can put all my towels up here. And then I added some of these hooks because I want it to be really easy to get dressed in here, and I can just throw my clothes up in here when I'm, getting ready in a hurry.
In one big room, it's hard to find privacy, and so this guy has really set aside a little space for himself. He knows he wants privacy in the morning, so rather than just having a place for showering and shaving, he's also made kind of a private dressing room.
And in this half of the bathroom is where the sink is, and it's really cool because the sinks look like they're on a dresser. It's like a piece of furniture. It also has some great storage, which I love because I can put a lot of things in here, so it doesn't look like a cluttered bathroom.
When Dennis needs to work, he's got a small corner office.
My favorite spot is this little corner here that I've set up for my writing area. And I like it because it's got multi-levels here that you see. I can keep my printer, even a little stereo nearby. And also I like it because it's right next to the window. So it's a really great inspirational little corner for me to crawl into when I want to get serious about writing. So sometimes I never get out of the apartment, but the light is always here, and the floor looks like the sand. And then I added these tropical plants so I can have that feeling that I've come to the beach even if I never leave my apartment.